Hello Stage 2 and welcome to Maths for today. We're going to be looking at parallel lines and perpendicular lines. But before we begin, can you please make sure you have a pencil, a ruler and a piece of paper. So just pause the video and make sure you have that equipment with you. We're going to start off with parallel lines for today. Now there's two things we need to know about parallel lines. They are two straight lines and they never meet. So I'm going to draw some parallel lines for you now. You might like to copy on your piece of paper. So get your ruler, and I'm going to draw one at the top. I'm going to move my ruler down a little bit, and I'm going to draw the one below that. So make sure you copy that on your piece of paper. Now these two lines are both straight, and if I continued them on, they would never meet. Now there's lots of shapes that we can see that have parallel lines. So I'm going to draw a shape and I want you to see if you can think of what it is called. So have a think, what might this shape be called? That's right, it's a rectangle. So you can copy this shape on your piece of paper and make sure you've labelled it as well. Now a rectangle has two sets of parallel lines. It's got the top one and the bottom one. They are parallel to each other. And then we've got the right hand side one and the left hand side one that are parallel to each other. So two sets of parallel lines. Now we're going to talk about perpendicular lines. Now there's two things we need to know about perpendicular lines as well. They are also two straight lines, but these ones meet and make a right angle. Now you might be thinking, Mrs. Searle, I don't know what a right angle is, but that's okay. I like to remember it by thinking of a clock. So I've got a clock here, and it's not a very good clock, but I've got 12, 1, 2, and 3. Now, when a clock says 3 o'clock, we've got the small hand pointing to the 3 and the big hand's pointing to the 12. Now, that makes an angle here, and that angle is known as a right angle. This little symbol here is what we put in the middle of the two lines to show that it is a right angle. So whenever you see that, you think, oh, that is a right angle. So I'm going to have a go at drawing it, and I want you to draw it on your piece of paper as well. So we're going to draw a line from the top to the, and then a line from the bottom across. Now those two lines meet and they form a right angle. You can continue the lines on, but I've just like this if you like. And you can see how they cross over. Now, perpendicular lines can be found in shapes also. I'm going to draw a rectangle again over here, so you can do that on your page as well. So we're going to line up the top, down the side, other side, Now, a rectangle has two parallel sides. We already know that. But it also has perpendicular lines. So if we look at the top line and the right-hand side one, where they meet creates a right angle. And that means that they're perpendicular. Now, this happens in every single corner of a rectangle. See where the lines meet? They're all right angles. So, now that we've learnt what a parallel line is and what a perpendicular line is, you have a YouTube video you can watch, which is a song to help you remember the differences between the two. And then you'll have activities set for you in your maths notebook. Thanks, Stage 2.